Morning and welcome to day 8 of our gratitude challenge. So we've actually done 1 week already. We're in our second week and today is the 8th day of our challenge. Hey, Auntie Constance, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Good morning.
Good morning. So I'm so happy to see you today. And we are very grateful to have a new day, new week. I'm sure you're healthy and you rested well and everything is okay.
We thank God. We thank God for everything. Though I was down yesterday, but I'm grateful and
Yes.
I'm up and alive.
You remember the last session that we had, we said that if we did not learn anything, that if we learned something big, then that's good. If we didn't learn something big, we learned a little. And even if we did not learn a little, we did not fall sick. And even if we fell sick, we did not die. So even though anything is happening, even if it's a small thing, if we did not die, because death is the end of everything, if we did not die, then there's hope.
Yes.
So we should be grateful. We are grateful for today. So today we are going to do our day 8. We have already finished 1 week, as I was saying, and we are in our second week today. I'm so excited that we have been able to be consistent, because what's important is keeping the consistency. So today, day 8 is going to be talking about the money magnet, and what I've written under there is that it's only through gratitude that you will become rich. It's only through gratitude that you become rich. Now, as we have already said in many of our sessions, that gratitude is the law of riches, while complaint is the law of poverty. We have said it many times, and I sometimes also had posted it in the WhatsApp group that gratitude is the law of increase, or the law of riches, while complaint is the law of poverty. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you.
So today we are on the 8th. As I was saying, we are on the topic is the money magnet. And I've written there that it is only with gratitude in life that we become rich. So I was saying that gratitude is the law of riches and complaint is the law of poverty, as we have earlier been saying. And you find out that if you are grateful, because the real problem that many people have today, many people already have a money problem, because when you talk about abundance to people, most times everybody wants to talk about money. Like when you just mention the word abundance, everybody just thinking about money. Hey, Mawa, good morning. So people can come on video. It's okay to be on video if you want to, but if you are still in bed, it's still fine. So many people have this problem of money, right? Everybody always feels that an abundance is about money, but money is many people's real problem. Money is many people's real problem. So today we want to talk about that money issue. And now, one of the practice that we are going to do today, it turns out to be one of the biggest reasons why people complain about money.
Tell me to good morning.
Hey, good morning. iPhone is not somebody's name, so you should try to put your name on your praise track.
It's Mesame.
Okay. Mesame, welcome. Good morning. So today's practice turns out to be one of the biggest reasons why people complain about money. And we are going to take that and turn it into an act of gratitude. So today the practice is you'll be replacing every complaint about money with gratitude. Every complaint that you have about money, you'll be replacing it with gratitude. And now you can tell me that, oh no, I'm very grateful for my money. I'm very grateful for my money. But if there's a lack of money, it's just equal to a lack of gratitude. If there's a lack of money, it's just there. How can you know how much gratitude you're giving to money is when if you have a lack in money. And it's not only about money, it's like all other areas that we have cited before. So, but if you are having a lack of money, it's actually showing that you've been complaining about money. Now, complaining about money does not mean that you just get up every day and be saying negative things about money. It actually comes from your thoughts and your words. And the thoughts that you think of about money and the words that you say about money, all of that is like a seed that you're sowing for money, and you always reap the rewards, as we have said. Now, you find out that most of the time you cannot catch all your thoughts, because somebody will say, no, I always think positively about money, but there are thousands of thoughts that are going through your subconscious mind that you are really not aware what thought is passing there at what time. So it's true that we are done one session about money, the magic money, but today we are insisting on the money magnet, because if you begin to replace gratitude for complain about money, you find out that money is going to grow, money is going to develop more, and that complaint comes from our thoughts and our words. And because we cannot catch our thoughts all the time and our words all the time, we are going to be looking at how we can practice today, something that we can do today to start to give gratitude for money. And then what I want to say about today is that the biggest complaint that we always have about money is when money has to go out. I don't know if any of us has noticed that when money is coming to us, we are very happy. But when money wants to go out now, all of a sudden the thoughts change, all of a sudden the feelings change. We don't want to let go of the money. We feel like, why is the money going out? It should have been coming in, it should have been increasing, it should have stayed with me. But it is in giving that you receive, it is in going out that you receive. So if you don't have enough money to pay your bills, this can be a very difficult thing to do. For example, you get up in the morning and you don't have money to pay your bills. Your bills have come and you don't have money to pay those bills. It is a very difficult moment for you at that time to be grateful. You get now. It always seems as if the greatest theme of our bills is the time that we feel very tense about our bills is when they ask us to pay the money for it. But if you complain about the bills, what you are really doing is that you are complaining about the money. You're not really complaining about the bill that has come. You're complaining about the money that wants to go out. So money has to go out of you for money to come to you. But if you are complaining for the money going out, the money will not come back. So if you don't have enough money, maybe for example, today, if you don't have enough money, then the normal thing to do is for you to normally feel complain and to worry and all of that. But what I want us to practice today, I've written a couple of things down that we can do today, that how can you do what you can do when you're faced with a bill to pay. What you can do when you are faced with a bill to pay. For example, you have to pay some money has to go out from you. What can you do today to replace that complaint that we always attach to money going out to gratitude? The first thing that I've written, that be grateful for the goods and services you receive from those who build you. Now you find out that if you have used electricity now, and the end of the month comes and the bill comes for electricity, when the money comes, then the bill comes, immediately you're thinking, oh, they have to pay out this money now. The bill is so high. But while you were consuming the good and service, it did not complain. But when you have to send out the money to pay the bill, all of a sudden, you're complaining. So to be able to replace complaint for gratitude in the face of money going out, the first thing you want to do is be grateful for that good and service that you have received for that money that has been billed to you. Or even if you want to buy food stuff in the market now and some lady is giving a high price for the money, it's true that you can actually debate for the cost, but think about from where the food came from, the people who have farmed the crop, to the cars that have transported the crop, to the lady who maybe woke up at 4 a.m., left her children in the bed and left her comfort of her home to come out and get that food stuff to sell to you. If you begin to be grateful for that service that that person has rendered from when the crop was produced to when the good was served to you, you'll be more grateful for it and you'll be more willing to pay. And then the complaints start to reduce. The second thing is, think about how much you have benefited from this good or service. Now, if that service is, for example, whatever you're buying, think about how has this thing benefited me, or how will it benefit me? For example, if this lady doesn't sell me this plantain, or if she doesn't sell me this fruit and so on, how will I be able to feed my home if I don't have this food? What is that benefit that you get from that good or that service? When you think about that benefit that you get, you see that the complaint will reduce. For example, you want to buy rice right now, or some food that you have to cook for your family this morning. It's just one store that is open and you really need to buy that. And when you go there and they give you a price and you're about complaining about the money going out, ask yourself, if I don't buy this now, what would be the benefit that, what would be the benefit when I buy this? Now my family can have something to eat. If I don't buy it, maybe there's no other store available, so you cannot get that benefit. So think about what is the benefit from this good and service. Once you think about the benefit, you see that the complaint starts to shift even further. Now, the third thing that you want to do is, even if the payment is, for example, a rent, ask yourself, what if you had to gather that there were no landlords to build houses and you rent an apartment? What if you had to gather money and buy your house or on your own? There was no landlord to give you monthly rentage for your house. Would you have been able to build a house by now? You wouldn't have been able, but the landlord has made it easy by maybe taking up his own savings and putting up something for you where you can shelter yourself for the while you're finding your own feet. So you should, even if that thing is a rent and the landlord is there asking for his rent, at that moment it's painful. You feel like, oh, maybe I don't have the money today to give my landlord. But think of this, what the landlord sacrificed to get that structure for you to be able to lay your head there. Another thing I've written is, if it is gas or electricity, for example, think about the heating and cooling that you have received. Think about your ability to cook food. Think about the lights that your appliances that you can put on charge, your phone you can put on charge, your computer you can use, and all of that. Every appliance in your home, think about how life would have been if this gas or this electricity was not there. The more you start thinking of what you are benefiting from that service, the more the complaint begins to shift. Now, if it is a phone bill, for example, MTN has billed you and all of that, ask yourself how much it will cost you traveling from maybe one place to another just to go and talk to the person that you want to talk to. Just imagine that you want to talk to your mom right now, and your mom is in Douala. You want to really talk to her and there were no phones. Imagine having to travel all the way to go and talk to her, when because of phone now, you can pick up your phone and just call your mother, and the next 1 minute you're talking to her. So we should be grateful for these services that we are rendered. Think about the inconveniences that you go through if this service was not there. Think about how many times you have been able to call your family, feel happy about the situation, go instantly on internet, pick a mail, send a mail. Have you given thanks for these service providers? So if you start looking at all of these benefits and all of these the services that are rendered, you find out that when money wants to go out of your hand, you will be giving it out gratefully. And as you give it out gratefully, the more it will come back. As we have said before, Matthew 13:12 said that to him who has, more will be given. So you will have an abundance. But to him who has nothing, even what he has will be taken from him. So if you begin to see what you have, if you begin to see the benefits of what you have, if you begin to see how much the service is rendering to you, it means that that is what you have. And if you have that, more will be given to you, and then you have an abundance. So if you have that, the thing that you have, the more gratitude you give for that thing, the more it will come back to you. But if you take that thing for granted, it means that you're unintentionally being ungrateful. And once you're taking something for granted, the thing will be taken back from you, because it's the law of the universe. So what I want us to practice today is, we want to practice two things that you could practice regularly today. Two things. If you have a bill to pay right now, or if you have something that you need to do with money right now, write that thing down, take that bill and write there, thank you, God, for the money. Like, feel as if it is already done. Feel as if it's already done. Now, this particular exercise for today is my all-time favorite exercise, because I have been able to use this particular technique to pay things that I did not even know how I was going to pay for them. So I'm saying this out of experience, and I'm saying this because I want you to also practice, and you will share your results sometime. So as surely as somebody will put a seed in the ground and the seed will sprout at a day when you don't even know, that's the same way that this result will show from somewhere that you did not even imagine. The way God does his things, you will not know, you don't even need to ask, how will it happen? When will it happen? As surely as you take a seed and put in the ground, and you don't know the day when it will sprout, that's exactly how God will surprise you on this matter and on other issues of being grateful. This particular matter that I'm saying to you, I had a list of things that I had written and I had to pay for. And I did not have the money at that time. And I simply wrote the things down and believed and felt as if it's already done. I simply wrote on that paper, thank you, God, for the money. and I closed the paper and I kept it somewhere. Every day I wake up and look at it. And I smile. I don't know where the money will come from, but I just smile. Say, thank you, God, for the money. Thank you, God, for the money. When I look at it, I smile. I go, thank you, God, for the money. I kept telling myself, I don't know where, I don't want to ask myself where it will come from, with who the money is, but I thank God because it's already done. I tell you that more than 80% of that list is already done. And it came from a source that I tell you that I did not expect it. I did not expect it. And the same thing also happened for some course that I was planning to do at the time when the course was launched in our platform where I actually studied. And I was really interested in this course. And I think my parents know about it, my family, some people know about, I've told them this story as well. It's not something that I'm hiding. I just simply wrote my affirmation and I put there, thank you, God, I'm already in this class. And I kept just being thankful, God, I'm already in this class. I did not know where the money would come from, how the money would come from. And I did not ask myself that. I just believe that I'm already in the class. As God will have it, a lady from the US, I don't know her. I have never met her in the classes as well. Because we do the classes online, I've never met her. She paid some money in excess and asked that if anybody has any need for any of the courses, they should pay that money in for the person. And at that point, I had just told our coach that I wanted to pay in this money. And she said that, no, don't bother about it. Somebody has already paid it for you. And that it did not even end there. There was another course that we had. And I did not so because since it is foreign currency, it's not easy to do the transaction. So there was that was the second course I had not yet done because it was not in our main program. It just came up in the course. So I was like, I paid my main fee and I was doing the course, but some other courses were coming up and I was interested. The first one came up, I had said, no, I don't have the money to pay. And I just let you know it's okay. But the second one, I said, no, I should practice this thing. So I started practicing and saying that, no, I'm already in this class. Thank you, God, I'm already in this class. As God will have it, that money came in from somebody I've never met with my eyes. She paid that money in full for me, and it did not end there. The coach herself now gave me the other course that I had not earlier paid for free. And every other person was paying and I had it for free. So while I'm doing all of this is because I have experienced it myself. And why experience something and keep it to yourself? Why experience all the blessings that are in store for us with gratitude and affirmations and keep it to yourself? So all I want you to do today, there are two things. First thing is that you want to take a paper of all the bills that you have and with faith, believe and just write there, thank you, God, for the money. And you feel as if it is done. Don't feel as if we're worried about it. Just right there, thank you, God, for the money. And when you look at it, you smile, believing that it is already done. I'm telling you, as surely as you put a seed to the ground and you don't know how that seed sprouted and when it will sprout, that's how surely God is going to put in your way that thing, that money that you're looking for. I've given you just two of my experiences. There are more, but these are just two for the sake of time. The second thing I want to do today is that if you don't have money to pay a bill, you don't have money to pay the bill, you can take that bill. Now that first one was in the case where you don't have money to pay the bill. So you have the bill and you write there, thank you, God, for the money. And you smile and feel like it's already done. Just that one is when you don't have the money. And then when you have succeeded to pay that bill, you take the bill and you write, thank you, God, paid. You start to realize that cry, that complaint that you'll be having, like there's no money, there's no money. Once you write on the bill, thank you, God, paid, your head will tick and say, that money that was crying, there's no money, this is it that has been solved. So thank you, God, this has been paid. So you're acknowledging now that was done. But if you don't remember to write on the bill, you just take it for granted and say, yes, the bill is done, I paid the bill. But if you write it on that bill, thank you, God paid, it will tick in your head, say, God did this for me while I was not expecting, or in a way that I did not even imagine that is possible. So that's our practice for today, the money magnet. The truth about the matter is that many people have the real problem of money. Many people have the real complaint of money. I personally can have real problems of money. But what I want to tell you is that I've used it and it has worked for me. You can also use it. Be grateful for what is there. And even if it is a difficult situation that you don't think that is going to be easy to be grateful, start thinking about than to complain that, oh, the money is too small, oh, I don't have money, oh, the money is too high. Start asking yourself the benefits of that good or that service. What other person has gone through to make that service available for you? What are the benefits you get by using that service that has been built to you? When you start looking at those benefits, then you start seeing more reason to be grateful, and you are giving out the money cheerfully. Once you give out the money cheerfully, it will come back cheerfully. But if you give it in grudgingly and complaining, it means that you're taking that thing that you're paying for granted. As you're taking it for granted, something will also be taken back from you in return. So you will not have the abundance that you're actually looking towards having. So that was it for today. I will put up the task in the group as usual. If I upload the video, I also put it as well. So I want you to practice, please. If you don't practice, you don't get any results. Because somebody came and asked me that you hope that it will be worth their time. It will be worth your time because I'll put in everything I have. But are you practicing? Are you are you putting any seed in the ground? Are you watering the seed? Are you taking any action? You don't take any action, nothing will happen. They cannot lie to you that it will work. It will work if you take an action. So take an action today. Start looking for those things that you can be grateful for. If something comes up to you for you to pay money, because the first thing that we do is that we grudge about the money. Say, the bill is too high now. What happened? But when you were using the light and water, you were using it so happily, so cheerfully. But when it comes to paying out, why do we pay grudgingly? So that grudgingly with which we move money to give out, that's where our real problem comes from. So while you're removing money to pay out today, whatever the case is, be grateful for that service, the benefit that you're having from that service first, then remove the money now with the heart of gratitude and pay out. That will now start calling your abundance. The reason why you'll be having a lack all the time is because you don't give out gratefully, don't give out with gratitude. You complain first before giving out. That complaint will give the fruits of complaint. Even your thoughts will be saying that, this thing now, all the time, people coming to ask me money. But when they are enjoying the service, you don't do that. So please, let's try today to start shifting from complain about money and going towards gratitude for money. So that was it for today. I don't know if anybody has any question or something to share. We can now share before we go. So welcome, Melanie and Odette. I'm seeing you coming in just now. We are already through, but somebody sharing can help you. Somebody can share something to help you. Otherwise, you still watch the recording. I'll send it in the group.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So can we know who is talking? Okay, for those who have been practicing so far, anything you want to share? Let's get to people who want to share first, and then those that will ask us questions before we leave.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Auntie Constance.
I just want to share a bit of this concerning day 7.
Day 7, okay.
The magical way out of negativity. Yes, I was just thinking because like I always have this thought, especially when it comes to finances. I have this problem, I have this problem, I have this problem. How am I going to solve it? I'm that kind of a person that I hate to owe somebody. It's like I will not sleep, I will not eat well, I will not rest. And I really had a challenge this month of September, October. I really had a health challenge that drained me financially, and I even had to enter into debts. Then, but when I started analyzing the situation, I said, but it's that I've really been ungrateful because God really worked for me in that situation in marvelous ways, but I did not see it.
Yes.
So this challenge brought it to light. I really saw it, and I saw every reason to give thanks because I discovered that even though I was in debt, my debtors were not putting me pressure. At one point in time, I decided that since I'm back from the hospital and these things like that, I should just go to the bank and get loan and clear my debts. And this, I went to the hospital. A friend came and met me in the hospital that day. I was telling her that, I want you to do me a service. from the hospital, saying I was not really strong. I had to go with somebody and come back with somebody from the hospital. Please take me to finance. I will need to collect some document for this purpose. She said, what? Collecting document for what? He said, no, you cannot do that. It's one of my debtors. I said, but I cannot do that. How do you expect me to do these things? He said, no, I'll give you more money. I'll give you more money to see how we can do. No, we cannot go and take that money and be paying more money on it.
Voila.
We cannot go and take that money and be taking more money. Like my debtors are instead
Helping
fighting for
you
my
now.
yes, they are
Yes.
fighting for my
Yes.
well-being. And in all that situation, it's not like I'm really lacking. I go about my daily activities. I can feed, I can buy my drugs, I can take care of all my basic needs, and I still have destiny helpers that are blessing me with.
Wow.
So I just say I am a debtor, yes, but I am grateful because God has already paid my debts for me.
Exactly. It's the gratitude that is important, because when you start seeing even somebody who was supposed to be against you start being for you, you know that you're in alignment. You're in alignment when people start helping you without that. People that you don't even imagine that will help you, means that you're in the perfect alignment. So you just keep anti-Constance. That's, I want to say in this group that Madame Constance, she has been one person who has been consistent since day one, and she has been practicing every day, and she starts getting results like this when somebody who is supposed to be asking her for money, for like really pressurizing her for that, wants to help her even more. Can you imagine? Somebody is supposed to ask for her money, but the person says, no, I will give you even more money on top of that. So you just begin to imagine what can happen if she continues being grateful for all of these little things. Many more things will come out from it. Yes. So anybody else? If not, we take people's questions. Okay. So let's try to practice this one today. But what I want you to do is this: don't ask yourself that, okay, this money that I'm expecting now, it will come from my uncle. And my uncle that is having money, I'll call him. Don't ask how, don't ask when. As I keep saying this, as surely as when you put a seed in the ground, you don't know the day that seed will sprout, and you don't know how that seed struggled in the ground before sprouting. That's how surely the help will come if you stay consistent. The problem is to stay consistent. If you have been given a word about the situation, if you have been given a word about money, or if you are holding on to a word about money, stay on it. It means that you have to become that thing first before to produce that thing. You cannot produce orange from a pear seed. So the pear seed becomes pear seed, and he's sure, keeps telling the ground, I am pear, I cannot produce orange. His faith is consistent, he's strong, and saying that, no, I am pear. The ground will produce the pear tree because the pear is consistent that he is pear. But if you put, you cannot put an orange now in the ground and be expecting that pear will come out. No, the orange is saying, I am orange. So I am, what you say that I am is what matters. You say, I am healthy, I am wealthy, and you stand on it. I'm not saying that doubt and worry will not come in, they will come. It happens to me as well. But what do? Catch your thoughts, catch your inner, your self-talk, catch your what you say out very fast. Don't say, I am poor, I am broke, I'm never having money. I am. The words that you add to I am, that's what defines your life. The words that you add to I am is what defines your life. And that's why in the Bible, God said that when they asked that what was his name, he says, I am who I am. Who I am added to I am is what you become. So you have to become, you become that thing, and you start producing after that thing. So when you say I am broke, and then you are saying that, but I'm doing everything, but I am still broke, means that you have been sowing the I am is broke. So the broke is growing after its kind, and then you are not understanding why every other thing is not working. So that's what I want us to do today. Start to shift, start to remove complaint and put gratitude. Start to remove complaint and put gratitude in every area of today. When it has to come with giving out money, even from now henceforth, if you have to pay for service, pay for taxi, pay for food in the market, I'm not saying that don't debate the price, debate the price. For that, please, can we put on mute? Can you unmute? You can debate the price, but always give that money out cheerfully, considering how much the person has put in from the farm the person who worked from the farm, to the drivers who transported, to the lady who woke up early in the morning, even abandoned kids without cooking to serve you. That people who have been in the office the whole day just to serve you. Don't complain about it. Just think about how much they too have sacrificed to serve you and give it out cheerfully. Always think of the gratitude first. It will change your life. It will transform your life tremendously. So we have talked for like 30 minutes already. So wish everybody a nice day. I hope that all of us have subscribed to my channel. It's good to subscribe. And whenever you bring somebody in, just please ask them to subscribe. So I'm going to see you guys in a moment. I want to announce something, but I'll see you guys like in a moment. I have one other course I wanted to do for you for free. I just need 10 people for that course. I'm going to make a video on it and send it in the group as well. Okay, so see you guys in a bit. I'll send a video just now. Okay, thank you so much.